What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, I'm going to apologize for this mic. It's a good mic, but it picks up everything. Every time I swallow, you can hear it. So I apologize about that. But I'm going to get on to something more serious. A few days ago, I did a story out of Memphis. Shout out, Memphis. You know I had to get that off my chest. One of my favorite places. About this 1-year-old girl who tragically lost her life as a victim of child abuse. Her name was Callie Moore. May she rest in peace. This girl was killed by this girl right here. Kaya Moore and her boyfriend, Dejon Smith. Age 34, the man is. The girl's 21 years old. Now, recently, I just came across some more news that has come out with a little bit more detail about these people that I want to share with you. And it's always tragic when we talk about a story of an innocent child losing their lives at the hand of a grown-up that's supposed to be responsible. But doing it to family makes the crime that much more heinous. This girl supposedly is the sister or the aunt of little Callie. So you killed your sister's baby when you were supposed to be watching this baby for a few days. You killed this baby. Guys, before I even get into this, and I'm going to try to hold my composure, I want to show you something. These people went into court and the grandparents were there. The grandmother said she was the last one to hold little Callie before she was brutalized at the hands of these two shadow demons. Take a look at this and we'll come back and talk about it.
Family of a 1-year-old girl who was killed over the weekend opened up about the heartbreaking loss. They shared memories of Callie Moore with Fox 13's Carolyn Serta as the two people accused of murdering the child faced a judge this morning.
Both the man and woman charged with killing that 1-year-old little girl made an appearance in court today. And I spoke with family members who got emotional talking about the loss of this child.
I was the last one to actually hold my baby in my arms.
Margaret and James Callicott could not hold back the tears Monday morning as they shared the moment they say they last held their only great-grandchild, 1-year-old Callie Moore, this weekend.
We saw our great-grandbaby die.
Yeah, we were in
And we recognize how hurt our granddaughter is about it.
They say their granddaughter, Kaya Moore, is baby Callie's aunt. Kaya Moore is one of 2 people Memphis police say killed Callie early Saturday morning. Police say the 21-year-old and 34-year-old Dejon Smith were babysitting Callie at a home on University Street when the little girl was rushed to LeBonner's Children's Hospital suffering from cardiac arrest. She died an hour later. The arrest affidavit detailed the baby's injuries, including multiple skull fractures with a brain bleed, bruised kidney, and blood in the lungs. The documents also show conflicting accounts of what happened, with Moore and Smith blaming each other for causing those injuries.
Do you understand you need a lawyer? Need to speak.
Both appeared in court this morning charged with first-degree murder, child abuse, and child neglect.
We've never had to deal with a situation like this, so we don't really know how.
We depend on the Lord. We will always love Callie, and we will always love Kaya, because we are a loving family.
Both Smith and Moore's case have been reset for tomorrow to give them time to find an attorney. In downtown, Carolyn Serta, Fox 13 News.
All right, let me be honest with you, that kind of stirred something in me hearing that grandfather speak about his great grandbaby. That is a great grandchild there first, and she's gone. In a year, she's fucking gone. If you notice in the thing, they said Kaya Moore was the one that killed him. Didn't I tell you? Now, how Dejon Moore is charged of murder, at the same time, I think he was there and he saw it. He doesn't want to admit he saw it, but he saw it. It hurt me to see that old man, somebody's granddad, I was raised by my grandfather, are respecting years of wisdom, standing pat, shoulder to shoulder with his wife to go in there and look at a granddaughter that killed their great granddaughter. Think about that. You killed your grandfather's baby's baby. Think about that. If you look at these people up here, and I don't know them, and God bless them. If you look at these people up here, they sound like good, God-fearing people. Man said he still loved his daughter, his granddaughter. Love his granddaughter, and he still loved he loved his great-granddaughter, he still loved his granddaughter. It hurt him, and they said they've never been in a position like this, so they can't answer any kind of questions because they don't know how to feel. The emotional and psychological tear on people that are family members of these victims in crimes that could have been totally preventable, the strain on them is astronomical. None of us can fathom it. Yeah, we can say we understand somebody's pain, but you have no idea. For that man to go into court and hold his composure looking at somebody, and through his eyes looking at her, all he could say is, why? We didn't do you like that. Daughter we raised didn't do you like that. And you do that to somebody else's kid? Now, what I'll be saying be holding true. 34 years old, Dejon Smith. 34-year-old man. Kids of his own. Kaya Moore, his girlfriend. It was a couple. 21 years old. Mindsets align for that age gap difference to be aligned for them to be together. The mindsets will align. That's why you see younger kids running with older kids in their 20s or men in their 20s because the mindset aligns as well as the agendas. Those are some chaotic, disruptive people, and I can prove it. Take a look at this other news article. This is sinful and it's hurtful. And I'm trying not to cuss. Look.
Tonight, we're looking deeper into the history of a couple accused of killing a 1-year-old girl. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Stephanie Skurlock.
And I'm Greg Hurst. Memphis police say 21-year-old Kaya Moore and 34-year-old Dejon Smith were babysitting little Kayla Moore when she suffered fatal injuries, including a skull and neck fracture. And we now know both have been arrested in the past, accused of crimes involving children. Here's WREG's Shay Arthur.
Tonight, the great-grandparents of 1-year-old Callie Moore are left heartbroken, shocked by the loss of the little one's life.
We've never had to deal with a situation like this, so we don't really know how. We depend on the Lord.
Now left to grapple with the fallout following the arrests of their granddaughter, Kia Moore, they say is Callie's aunt, and Kia's boyfriend, Dejon Smith. The couple gives different accounts about what happened to the little girl left in their care over the weekend. Kia told police she left the child with Dejon, and when she returned home, she discovered the 1-year-old unresponsive. While Dejon told investigators he heard Kia slam the baby 6 to 10 times against the floor, walls, and wooden furniture. He claims she told him the child was crying too much and getting on her nerves. WREG did some digging, discovering Kia was indicted 2 years ago, August of 2022, for multiple counts of child abuse and child neglect. The details of the case are not clear, but the indictment says in February of 2022, she treated a child 8 years or younger in such a manner as to inflict injury, the abuse resulting in serious bodily injury. Court records show that case has been reset multiple times. She's supposed to appear before a judge on that incident later this month. Other records show Dejon has been arrested as well. In 2022, police say he fired shots at a car while children were present. Court records suggest he was angry because the mother of his child came to pick up her son with her new boyfriend present. It appears he took a plea deal in that case. For your news leader, Shay Arthur, WREG News Channel 3.
I told you, chaotic minds align. she did something, Kaya Moore, according to the arrest affidavit. This girl, 2 years ago, beat up a little kid under the age of 8 years old with serious bodily injury. Now they keep pushing her court date back. The news outlet said at the end, they kept talking to the AD and they ain't heard nothing. I mean, the DA, and they haven't heard anything back from them, which they won't, because they're not going to explain why it's keep getting pushed back. But either way, she shouldn't have had bail in the first place. Shouldn't. She would have still been sitting in there. Her boyfriend, Dejan Smith, 34 years old. When he was 32 years old, what did he do? Got mad because the girl had a dude in the car, new boyfriend at the time, with the kids in the car. He shoots the car up with the kids in it. His kids. His kids. His kids. Make it make sense. Make any of this make sense. Their mindsets align. Two chaotic people with cyclical mindsets that got them where they are at present. Look at him. He tells her, supposedly, this is what she says. She's blaming him. He's blaming her. She says, there's her boyfriend now. He told her, come in when I call the cops. When the cops come, call the cops and tell them that you was holding the baby and fell asleep. The baby fell off the bed and hit its head on the nightstand. That don't even make sense. She blaming him, saying he made her say that, or told her, coerced her into saying that. He says she was in another room. He heard her slamming the baby on the floor, against the wall, and against furniture, then telling him the baby got on her nerves because the baby kept crying. Then he tells a lie. I threw cold water on the baby and gave the baby CPR. Somebody that, I'm going to say it. Okay. The reason why I found out about this story, I mean, this is before I even got up. I got a call. I met a lot of people in Memphis the last time I went there, and some people, had reached out to me and was like, hey, it's a lot of crime here. When you cover crime, if we come across something, we'll let you know. So on and so forth. I got people in a lot of states that do that. This person right here was there when this baby came into the hospital. He said the baby was in bad shape, man. Said the baby was in bad shape. They said people that worked on the baby looked so bad. People that worked on the baby had to go outside and just decompress. Said the baby had blood in the lungs. Torn up liver. Bunch of enzymes in the liver from all of the damage. Hurtful. Smashed in skull. Broken neck. Who can stomach seeing that in a 1-year-old child of pure innocence? That baby was killed, if you pay attention, for just being a baby. Got a grown man, 34 years old, living with a 21-year-old girl. He has children already. You don't know how to handle a 1-year-old? Hell, but then again, you don't know how to handle anything in life, especially dealing with human beings, when you hate them so much, including your fucking self. If you shoot your own car, shoot your girlfriend's car up, because it got a dude in it. Whether she was dropping off or picking up the kids with the kids inside. People like this, you got to get them out of here. All my channel is an opinionated channel. This is. I just talk about news stories and it's opinionated, my opinion. But I'm dead serious in everything I say. There are some people out here that do not deserve the oxygen that runs through their bodies, that they exhale out their fucking mouth or nose. Seriously. I want you to really think about some of the stuff I tell you guys. There are some people out here that prey on other people. There are people out here that love and live to hurt others. and enjoy it. No amount of justice or punishment you give these two people will be enough to make her death justified. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I want you to think about something in closing. This girl blamed this guy, her boyfriend, for killing the baby. Think about it. No guilt, no nothing. Blames him. Now, he played a role, and it'll come out in court. It'll come out. But think about that. For somebody you love, you know, women are very protected. You know, instinctually, of people they support and people they stand by. A woman stand by a man. She threw this dude right up under the bus. Now, he ain't innocent, and it'll come out. But they know she's the one that killed him because the injuries, according to the stories, match up with what she said she did, or what was said with her doing. I think he was in the room and he watched it and didn't do anything. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. I'd set both of these people on fire.